In the 90s, few child stars were more popular than Jonathan Taylor Thomas. So what has he been up to lately? From the Ivy League to reuniting with his longtime TV dad, the former child star has undergone quite the transformation. Before he became Hollywood phenom Jonathan Taylor Thomas, he was Jonathan Taylor Weiss, born in 1981 in Pennsylvania. After his parents divorced, he moved to Los Angeles with his mom and brother. Living in the epicenter of show business presented the youngster with some Hollywood-style opportunities, and he made the most of them. Thomas recalled in an interview with Scripps Howard News Service, "When I was 7, I saw an ad for modeling and print work, and it just looked like fun to me. It looked like something I might want to try. I was playing soccer at the same time, and it was sort of the same thing, just fun, just enjoying it." He was just 8 years old when he began working professionally, initially in commercials. He eventually took his brother's middle name for his last name. In 1990, Thomas landed the role of Greg Brady's son in The Bradys, a short-lived spinoff of The Brady Bunch, and was soon on his way. After the quick cancellation of The Bradys, Thomas continued to audition for film and television roles, while also working with an acting coach. He explained in a 1994 interview with People, "I just thought the whole idea of being on TV, being recognized, and having a good time was interesting." That led him to be cast as Randy Taylor on Home Improvement. The show was an out-of-the-box ratings hit, finishing its freshman season in the top 10.
How do you feel about that more power?
By 1994, Thomas was receiving fan mail by the hundreds each and every week. At the time, he was still trying to take it all in, telling people, "I didn't expect ever in a million years to be doing television and movies." Just 2 years later, however, Thomas admitted that being part of a hit show also came with a lot of pressure. He told the Scripps Howard News Service, "I try not to worry about that. I just try and have fun. Yes, the pressure does get to you, but the ultimate goal is to have fun and just enjoy it." While he was still starring in Home Improvement, 12-year-old Thomas was cast as the voice of young Simba in The Lion King. Because the roles overlapped, Thomas wound up doing both jobs at the same time, running back and forth between the Home Improvement set and the recording studio, where he recorded his Lion King dialogue. Ping-ponging between the two gigs was certainly challenging for the preteen actor. He told People, "I had to kind of go, oops, time to be Randy. Oops, time to be Simba. You have to prepare yourself to become this totally different person. I mean, we're not lions, right?" As Thomas explained, the animation for the film was done after he'd recorded his dialogue, so he only saw preliminary sketches of what his character would look like. He also revealed that he was filmed while recording his lines. From there, the video was sent to the film's animators so that his facial expressions could inspire the cartoon lion cub as they brought Simba to life.
I noticed a lot of my expressions were in the character, and that was kind of neat.
As adolescence took hold of Thomas during his years on Home Improvement, viewers watched him transform from a cutie pie kid to a handsome teenager. That certainly didn't go unnoticed by the large contingent of young women who watched the show or the teen magazines that catered to that demographic. Before long, JTT was a frequent fixture on the covers of Tiger Beat, 16, Bop, and others.
That's part that you just kind of have to accept, I guess. I mean, it's not, you get some enjoyment out of it.
Being a teen idol was never something that he'd set out to be, nor something he particularly wanted. However, it was something that he was forced to deal with on a daily basis, since fans would approach him almost any time he was out in public. While speaking about his intense fandom, Thomas told the New York Times in a 1997 interview, "You are a part of their life, and there is a lot that is owed them. It's sometimes distracting to look over and see a whole group of girls staring and giggling." For most actors, being cast on a hit television show is the Hollywood version of winning the lottery. That was why Thomas's decision to exit Home Improvement near the beginning of its final season was so surprising. He revealed to People in 2013, "I've been going nonstop since I was 8 years old. I wanted to go to school, to travel, and have a bit of a break." When the time to shoot the series finale arrived, Thomas declined an invitation to reprise Randy one more time. That placed him at odds with his TV parents, Tim Allen and Patricia Richardson. Allen told TV Guide, "I was a little confused at why he didn't want to do this whole year."
I wanted Jonathan on the show. I loved working with him.
However, Thomas insisted that the reason he didn't return for the finale was because he was touring colleges on the East Coast.
I want to go to a good college, so.
In a 2000 interview with People, Thomas explained why he'd decided to press the pause button on his thriving acting career to attend college. He told the outlet, "As we've seen in the past, entertainment is a fickle business." That same People feature nicknamed him a smart throb. which proved to be an apt description. Thomas went on to attend Harvard and spent 2 years there before continuing his studies at St. Andrews in Scotland. In the years since his college days, Thomas has never once expressed regret for choosing school over home improvement. While taking audience questions at the 1999 Kids' Choice Awards, Thomas said, "I made such a good decision because had I stayed at the show and tried to do academically what I'm doing now, I would have, put myself in an early grave." Speaking with People in 2013, Thomas held fond memories of his time studying in Scotland. He said, "To sit in a big library amongst books and students, that was pretty cool. It was a novel experience for me." Thomas remained busy during the mid-2000s but didn't want to be pinned down to a long-term television commitment as he had with Home Improvement. Instead, he guest starred in various TV series and then appeared in the 2006 indie comedy The Extra. That would be his final screen appearance for more than 5 years. As Thomas told People, he didn't have any regrets about taking that time off and had plenty to keep himself busy. He revealed to the outlet, "I watch a lot of movies, I hike, I stay up on shows and theater." While there were certainly those who questioned his decision to walk away from a thriving acting career, he was adamant that he'd done what was right for him. He said to People, "I never took the fame too seriously. It was a great period in my life, but it doesn't define me. When I think back on the time, I look at it with a wink. I focus on the good moments I had, not that I was on a lot of magazine covers." After several years out of the spotlight, Thomas re-emerged in 2011 to join his Home Improvement co-stars in a reunion photo shoot for Entertainment Weekly. He told the outlet, "It was great. It obviously had been a number of years, and it was really remarkable how easily everyone slipped back into our old banter and behavior with each other. It was like a family reunion, like old times." While speaking with the magazine, he expressed an urge to shift his energies from acting to directing. He said, "That's not to say I would never act again. I'm not quite sure, to be honest." He returned to TV in 2013 for a guest spot on Last Man Standing, which starred his Home Improvement dad, Tim Allen. He returned for 2 episodes the following season, and then one more in 2015. In the 2015 episode, Thomas played the son of his Home Improvement co-star, Patricia Richardson, who was also guest starring. Thomas also directed 3 episodes of the series, 2 in 2013 and 1 in 2016. While appearing on the Back to the Best podcast, Richardson confirmed that Thomas had indeed shifted his focus away from acting.
"Jonathan's not really interested in acting. He wants to direct and write."
Following his appearances on Last Man Standing, Thomas laid low for the next few years. He returned to the public eye in 2019 when he announced his candidacy for the National Board of SAG-AFTRA, the union representing screen actors. He was successful and won a 2-year term on the board. He remained with SAG-AFTRA in the years that followed. Thomas was also active in Membership First, a faction of SAG-AFTRA dedicated to protecting the best interests of the union's actors. Thomas said in a statement on the organization's website, "This is an exciting time to be a union member. We are more united than ever in our fight for strong contracts, improved minimums, better and more accessible healthcare and pensions, and a fair deal for background actors." Interestingly, his involvement with the union came about from former Home Improvement co-star Patricia Richardson, who'd been encouraging more young actors to become involved in the union. She told Entertainment Tonight,
So he's been on the national board with me now, and even the other side is impressed with Jonathan.
In 2016, Patricia Richardson discussed a project that Thomas was working on with his TV sibling, Zachary Ty Bryan. She revealed during a Reddit AMA, "I do stay in touch with Zach and Jonathan, who in fact have written a really wonderful pilot that is sort of R-rated and are shopping it around town." Bryan confirmed that he and Thomas were working together on a TV project. He told Access Hollywood,
"We're in talks of collaborating with Macaulay Culkin and his Bunny Ears brand."
In 2022, Devon Sawa, who co-starred with Thomas in the 1997 movie Wild America, confirmed that he'd been approached by Thomas about that project. Sawa also revealed that it was a mockumentary-style TV series in which former child stars would play fictionalized versions of themselves. According to Sawa, the project never did come to fruition, but the whole thing confirmed what he'd long suspected about Thomas's ambitions outside of acting. Sawa told Entertainment Tonight,
"I always had a feeling that from doing school with him that he was going to go off and do things other than acting."
While Thomas has maintained his low profile in recent years, his TV dad, Tim Allen, returned to television in early 2025 with a new sitcom, Shifting Gears. Thomas made headlines when Allen's co-star, former Two Broke Girls star Kat Dennings, revealed that Thomas had dropped by the set. While appearing on The View, Dennings admitted that she'd had a big-time crush on JTT back in the day, saying,
So he came to set to visit, and I was losing my mind. But that was really sweet to see them together again.
Viewers may get to see that sweetness as well. Alan, when speaking with Us Weekly, also referenced Thomas's set visit and weighed in on the possibility of a guest spot. He said, "Everything is a possibility. He just came back to the last episode we filmed. He showed up on the set."